website that actually helped me, that has given me a lot of opportunities, is hi guys, my name is Urvashi and welcome back to my channel and welcome to the most requested video of this year, which is how did I get a job at Nykaa. I have been asked about this one particular question everywhere, so I am going to answer all your questions today in this video. I hope you guys are ready with your pen and paper because this is going to be long and you need to take notes. Before diving into how I got the job, I would like to tell you guys about what I have done as in my education. So basically, I'm an electronics engineer. Yes, I don't have any marketing degrees. I have never done any marketing course as well. So everything that I have got is only and only because of my skills, and there was no education involved in that particular segment. That being said, let's discuss about how I got a job in marketing sector, to be precise in beauty sector without a marketing degree. So in 2022, I graduated and I got a campus placement in an IT company which was Cognizant. And I have worked in Cognizant for 2 years because my plan was that I will be working and then I'll leave my work and I'll pursue MBA. That didn't happen because of the pandemic situation, so I couldn't pursue MBA. I took a lot of exams for it and I tried for like 3 years, but I couldn't juggle between my job and my preparation for MBA. So I had to take this decision of not pursuing MBA and to try directly into getting into marketing. Now you must think that it would have been very easy, but it was not, because it was very hard for me to convince my parents to let me pursue something that I like I have interest in. And that took an year because when I was working in IT, I already knew that I want to switch, but I decided that after I had worked for an year in that company, and no problem with the company, it was just about the work that I was interested in. So it took me an year to decide that okay, this is something that I don't want to do, and to accept that okay, I can't pursue MBA anymore. So it took me another 1 year just to convince my parents to let me switch into marketing altogether and leave IT behind. After a year, they were convinced, and I started applying to a lot of jobs. This is where everything starts. This is where you need to take notes. This is how I did it. And if this helps even one person watching this, I would be very happy to do that. So here's what I did. I started my Instagram in 2020 March. So when I decided to leave IT behind and to come into marketing, it was 2024 already. So it had been 4 years since I was doing content part time. But what I did was I thought of using this particular Instagram page of mine as a portfolio to show brands how and what exactly can I provide for them. And that's what exactly I did. I started reaching out to brands. I made my CV according to the content that I have made. I started reaching out to a lot of beauty brands, a lot of fashion brands, a lot of basically lifestyle brands. And I got a lot of interviews. Okay, it was very shocking for me when I got a lot of calls, and all of that happened with this one particular website, and I'm going to share this website with you. Stick with me till the end. I'm going to show you, I'll tell you everything. In this industry, basically you get a lot of assignments that you have to complete after your interview. You don't have a lot of rounds. You will not have like 4 or 5 rounds usually, which happens in IT sector. But after like 1 or 2 rounds, they'll give you an assignment, and then you can expect some answer from them, and then you can expect an HR call. So I had given a lot of these interviews and I got selected in 4 jobs. Now, these were very different jobs, okay? All 4 of them. One was in Noida, one was in Thane, which is Bhiwandi, one was in real estate because it was altogether a different ball game. And the fourth one was in IT, but it was in digital marketing. So I had to choose. And of course, I started applying to a lot of Mumbai based location jobs because I wanted to shift to Mumbai. I was living in Pune for my IT job. So I did that. I started applying to Mumbai jobs. I got these 4 jobs and I had to decide what I want to do. I didn't take the Delhi one because I just don't know. I don't feel um, that I'll ever be comfortable shifting to Delhi. And secondly, I wanted to live in the same state as my parents, and I am from Nagpur, so I just wanted to play around like Pune, Mumbai, and all of these cities. So I had to give that job up. Second was in Bhiwandi, and it was also like very outskirts. So they had a very, very, very big location where they used to work. So they had a shoot studio basically. So I wasn't comfortable traveling all alone, being a girl from maybe say Thane to Bhiwandi every single day. And in like if you are working in some shoot studios, you don't know what time you'll be coming back. So that's the reason I had to give that up. And then third was the IT job that I didn't take because I just wanted to leave IT altogether, like the IT industry altogether. So even if the job role was something that I would have been interested in, I didn't pursue that. And fourth is the one I took. It was a commercial real estate agency. I took that job. Yeah, it was very different, but I took it because my major focus was to switch my industry. My main focus was that I need to switch from IT to marketing. I don't care what kind of job I'm going to do. I just need my role to be aligned to my interests. And that's what I did. It was a social media manager job. I was the first one who created their account, Instagram account. I used to handle their Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, everything. I used to script for them, shoot for them, edit, post, every single thing. I used to do every single thing. After 3 months, being in this company for 3 months, I got a call from a beauty brand which is Amore Pacific. And I know a lot of people don't know it when I say Amore Pacific. It's basically a mother brand to four brands, which is Laneige, Sulwhasoo, Etude, and Innisfree. And so I gave the interview because I anyways wanted to go into beauty industry altogether. But this commercial real estate was just a help that I got to switch my careers. So I gave that interview and I got selected. And so I have worked in that company for 6 months and I had to leave that company for some reason because of changes in job role and all of that. But I have enjoyed every single day working there because of the brands that I was working for. I was handling all four brands' social media. I was the only one handling it from Mumbai office. So it was so much fun. We did so many events and so many different kinds of activations, and I have learned so much there. But then I left, and that's when I started applying to bigger companies because I understood that okay, education is not something that I have in this industry, but I have the skills and people are hiring me for my skills. Like I used to get a lot of calls even then. But yeah, so I started applying to some bigger brands, to some of my dream companies. I applied to Tira, Nykaa, HUL, Estee Lauder, MAC, and everywhere, literally everywhere. And that's when I got a call from Nykaa. So what happened is there was this one girl who reached out to me on LinkedIn because she wanted to switch from Nykaa to Amore Pacific. So she had reached out to me. So when I wanted to switch from Amore Pacific to Nykaa, I reached her again. I reached her for myself this time. And I asked her that, see, I want to do this job and there's this vacancy that I can see on LinkedIn. Can you please refer me here? And she was very sweet enough to do that. She did that. And the HR at Nykaa, he told her to tell me to mail him my CV. And I did that. And in 2 days, I got a call from him. He scheduled the interview on that day itself when he called me. I was in Jaipur that time. This is back when I was traveling for my 25th birthday. So I was in Jaipur in July 2025. So, like, but I couldn't leave this opportunity. So I said, yeah, sure, I'll be able to give an interview today. I gave my interview in Jaipur. I got selected, like I passed the first round. They gave me an assignment. I did the assignment while traveling. I made videos while traveling, and yeah, I passed the assignment round as well. Then there was another third round wherein there was this head, like marketing head, who took my interview, and I got selected. I got a call from the HR asking if I can just join immediately. And I couldn't because I was traveling, but I told him that okay, I can join in 1 week. Now, I am telling you all of this because there are a lot of learnings that I want you to take from my story. Firstly, your education matters, but not to an extent where your skills don't. Your skills are the major and primary reason that you will get a job and not your degree. I have learned this very hard way and I have learned this very later in my life. But I just want you to know this, that if you have done some other degree and if you are wanting to get some XYZ job and it's not related to your degree, please don't hesitate to apply there because your skills is something that matters. Secondly, I was able to do that because I already had my personal branding, which is my personal Instagram account, which I was building since 4 years back then. It's been 6 years that I have been doing it. So I was able to do that. So I want you to know that personal branding is very, very, very important right now. And I'm not saying you to open an Instagram account or a YouTube channel and all of that, but at least be very active on LinkedIn. I'm very active on LinkedIn as well. I'm very active on Instagram, on YouTube. I know I don't post a lot of long format, but I do post a lot of shorts. So this is something that helped me because of the industry that I wanted to come. Third is that the website that actually helped me, that has given me a lot of opportunities, is Naukri.com. And I know it will sound very funny to a lot of you guys because, oh, I have heard so many people mock this website because of, I don't know, like they don't get opportunities or something like that. But I have been getting a lot of calls from that website, and a lot of HR consultancies, a lot of HR agencies, a lot of brands themselves are there on that website. And I would urge you to please go apply, to put your CV out there on Naukri. Please do that after you have seen this video. Secondly, please be very active on LinkedIn because if you heard my story, you know I was able to enter Nika because of LinkedIn, because I was active on LinkedIn. I had some connections on LinkedIn. I reached out to some people on LinkedIn, and that's how I was able to convert that job. So please be active on LinkedIn, and it's not just about connections, it's not just about network, okay? Please don't, like, put a good DP, put a good description about you, put your education, put your background, put your experience, put everything, because I have seen so many bad accounts on LinkedIn. They are active, but they don't even have a display picture. Like, how do you want me to trust your account? Because for me, it's just a fake account. So please make a good LinkedIn account. I would urge you to do that as well. Lastly, what I would say is that even if you have applied to a lot of jobs and even if you are getting a lot of calls for interview, or if you start getting a lot of calls for interview, the main and primary thing that you have to remember is something that is going to be very important in this journey is your skills. So I don't care, or the company won't care, that how many years of experience you have or how badly you want this job or how badly you want this company because it's your dream company. The main thing that would actually affect your interview is your skills. You need to start working on your skills every single day. It's not just applying, it's about if that application goes through, are you ready for the interview is what matters. Because just imagine that you are getting a call from your dream company but you're not able to convert that call to a job opportunity just by not being ready for the opportunity. So yeah, I think it has been a very long journey for me, but I was able to convey all of this to you in mere 20 minutes or something. But it was a very tough one, but at the same time I would say it's doable. So I know it's possible. So please do that. Please apply to your dream companies. Please dream big. If you still have any questions about my journey, about how I got a job, or what skills I build. Anything, you can just comment on this video and I'll try to make a new video about your questions, or I'll surely get back to you in the comment section as well. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.